Okay, I am on version 4 of this software, and what I've done, major difference is, instead of it being a large scan window, it's only a 10 megahertz scan window. So anytime that the frequency I'm scanning is divisible by 10 megahertz, it readjusts the window. So what you'll see is every 10 megahertz, it now retunes the spectrum analyzer, so you have a much higher resolution. The other thing that I've done in version 4 here is there's certain bands that my colleague wanted to really pay attention to. You know, things that mattered for what he was scanning: UHF, low VHF, high VHF, 900 meg, DECT, and then there's cameras in the 2 gig range. So I created a range band, so you can actually have like if you run it default, there's a range, and it automatically works within that range. I also have, 2 different spectrum analyzers. So if I need to run mine, I run it with an argument. If he needs to run his, it doesn't require an argument. When the unit starts up, it says, okay, well, this is the right visa address. It configures the unit. It says, okay, clear, reset the unit, turn the preamplifier on, display the window properly, put it in logarithmic mode, create a file for it, and then also it's no longer continuously sweeping. It adjusts the bandwidth and stops, and that's a continuous off. It creates the file name, start, stop, frequencies, takes what range you're actually wanting to do, gets those marks, so it writes the mark, gets the value for the mark, converts it, because the mark comes back as scientific notation, so I changed that, divided by 1,000,000. Then I have error handling now. Of course, the more you run something, the more you realize you need error handling. Then also what this has is it has a countdown for a cycle. So we wanted to run it every 5 minutes, I think. So here the next scan will be in boom. And then while that scan is running, you can actually interrupt the program. Do you want to start it? Do you want to stop it? Do you want to skip the wait? So if you just want to go straight to the next scan, you can do that, quit the program, or resume the countdown and then flush it. So what this has also done for me is it's also given me scans. So here I have a folder of scans. And then what I did was I created another script that gives me a mashed up. So it's not a small amount of data. Like I'm on line, let's go all the way to the bottom here. So each one of these scans is 51,170 lines. And then each column, because this is a comma separated value, each column is a different scan, or one of the scans. Then I wrote another script, so that script creates that, I call it mashed, and then the other one is average. So it actually creates an average of all of those values in those columns, and then that allows me to plot it. So when I do a single scan, it's pretty noisy, but when I do average scanning, it cleans up quite a bit. So here now, it's waiting. It says next full scan in 5 minutes, Control C, or I can do Control C. Here, I'll get into that. Click over on Control C, and I want to skip the wait. And now it's going to configure the spectrum analyzer, do its high sensitivity, and then start scanning again. So very useful. I'm a big fan of this. I'm obviously a huge fan of Keysight equipment and GPIB stuff. So for me, it's a matter of just like making life easy for everyone.